welcome to ESC TV. My name is Pöss from Homburg Saar, and I have the great pleasure to introduce our current ESC president, Professor Panos Vardas, to have an interview. My first question would be, where did you grow up and what did your family do for a living?
Thank you very much, Janine, for your kind question. And first, allow me to say how much honor and pleased I am to be interviewed by a young cardiologist, one of the members of the Young Cardiologist Club. You had asked me the place of my birth. It is a small Greek island. Its name is Kythera. I have to confess that it is quite historic, as it is named in the Homer poems. And according to the myth, even Aphrodite was born there. So as you understand, I am quite pleased to say that I have been in such a nice small island.
Nice. And why did you study medicine, or why did you choose medicine and especially cardiology later on?
Medicine, as you understand, is very important because the persons feel it as a mission. And especially in the young minds, mission is something very romantic. So I had chosen medicine to serve a mission. Cardiology is something different. I had chosen cardiology because it is a marvelous specialty. First, it's effective, very effective. Second, is dealing with human beings in a good shape, not dismantled human bodies. Third, because cardiology includes invasive issues like invasive cardiology, electric issues like electrophysiology, imaging issues with echo and MRI techniques. So I found this specialty so attractive, so active to serve, and with so nice and tangible deliverables. That's why I decided to follow cardiology.
And you were just talking about mission. What were your visions and dreams when you started cardiology?
Personally, all the times I had in my mind research. I was thinking and dreaming how to find solutions for important pending issues in cardiovascular medicine. To give some examples, during the years 1980, 85, 90, many things of the modern cardiovascular medicine were still unsolved. How to open an artery was not so much clear. How to deal with sudden cardiac death was not clear indeed. ICDs are a development of the last 2 decades. For example, still I have in my mind one of my experiments where I try to produce a small pacemaker, leadless pacemaker, like a small bullet, to be into the heart and to work without any leads, any wires. It was late 80s when I started these experiments in dogs, and indeed I created such small device. Nowadays, I see that some of the companies have created identically the same thing. So, as you understand, I feel quite pleased.
I see you're very enthusiastic. How can you spread this enthusiasm to others?
I am enthusiastic. As a general, I am a person with passion and enthusiasm. Otherwise, I could not survive and I could not run all these projects that I'm running. And I would like very much to pass this enthusiasm, especially to the young persons. What I'm teaching the young persons is passion and devotion to the scope. Without passion, without devotion, without tenacity and courage, you cannot make many things. If you have all these charismas, you could afford everything.
And what do you think are the main characteristics that you need to become a good cardiologist and especially a leader?
It is different to be a good cardiologist and a good leader. Good cardiologist is the physician who is devoted to his or her patient. That means that we have a patient character, to study, to be clever, but the most important is to spend time for the patient, for the individual. That means that the good physician is acting to some degree at a vertical axis to the patient, is focusing on the patient. The leader, instead, is acting horizontally, is looking to the crowds, is looking to the groups, is looking how to lead a number of persons, not one individual. This is a difference between the physician and the leader. As I said, the physician should be a person dedicated to one individual problem. The leader instead is dealing with a number of persons, with a number of groups. And these two, I'm afraid, have different characteristics.
Okay. And what would be your greatest advice to young cardiologists?
For the young cardiologists, I would like to advise to continue working for the human being, to be proud for their specialty, as this specialty, cardiovascular medicine, is so effective. We have managed to prolong the life, averagely, as you know, for about 10 years. Unfortunately, oncologists, to give an example, despite the huge investments, it is sad to recognize that they had not managed to prolong the life for more than 7 months, averagely. So the young cardiologists should be proud about what they had chosen to serve. At the same time, young cardiologists should work very much to discover radically new solutions of treatment of the cardiovascular diseases. You have to work for the tissue engineering. To give an example, you have to understand that you are going to serve persons very old, something between 90 and 100, 105 years old. So you are going to work also in fields of degenerative medicine. So you have to remember that you have to serve radically new therapeutic options, tissue engineering, stem cells, all these innovative ideas should be materialized.
Yes, thank you very much for these ideas. Just another question. Can you tell us how your life changed since becoming ESC president?
My life has changed, not dramatically, because this job as president did not come suddenly. I was before president-elect. Before, indeed, I was president of the European Arrhythmia Association. So all the times during the last decade, I'm spending a lot of energy in this business, flying very much, visiting different countries, different cardiovascular communities. But for sure, to be president is not the easiest. You have to fly more, and you have to communicate 24 hours, 7 days per week. This is the reality. And I try to be all the times at the bridge, to drive the vessel properly. This is my mission. This is my job.
And what is your main objectives or your main task that you want to accomplish during your presidency?
As I have explained many times, I have such strategic priorities to keep the successful projects of our society doing the best, to develop new projects, especially in Brussels. And as you know now, we have developed in Brussels our new offices.
Yes.
And working in the political capital of Europe is very important. And there we should develop new different projects, especially working with universities, working with international organizations like the Organization of Economic Coordination and Development, the World Bank, to see how to fight healthcare gaps. There are a number of ideas and projects that are waiting for us to spend our energy. So I don't feel boring at all. We have a lot of things to do.
Okay, thank you very much for the interview, very much for your time that you spent with us, and thank you very much for your enthusiasm. Looking forward to the future.
Thank you very much, Janine. I wish the best for you indeed for a marvelous career. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
ESC Congress 365 is your free access to ESC Congress content all year long.